Kindly like, subscribe and comment to get daily updates. ARROWLINE Distributors Private Limited sold 1.92 lakh shares of M Febcon worth 5.84 lakh rupees. SAHADEVSINGHROWA sold 3.41 lakh shares of M Febcon worth 10.38 lakh rupees. Tapas Kumar Singha bought 5.58 lakh shares of M Febcon worth 17.19 lakh rupees. KNITWEAR sold 38.08 thousand shares of Alexander Stamps and Coin worth 5 rupees and 40 paise lakh. Shah HARSHUL Kumar Pal bought 17.89 thousand shares of Ashnisha Industries worth 77.83 thousand rupees. M Fin alias EPVT Ltd Investment HC sold 66.00 thousand shares of Aurangabad Distillery worth 25.41 lakh rupees. M Securities Limited bought 66.00 thousand shares of Aurangabad Distillery worth 25.41 lakh rupees. Alpha Leon Enterprises LLP sold 12.77 lakh shares of CG Power Ind. Sol, worth 1.36 crore rupees. Chetan Risiklal Shah sold 12.37 lakh shares of CG Power Ind. Sol, worth 1.74 crore rupees. KKR India Debt Opportunities Fund 2 sold 75.24 lakh shares of CG Power Ind. Sol, worth 10.23 crore rupees. KKR India Financial Services Limited sold 2.91 crore shares of CG Power Ind. Sol, worth 39.37 crore rupees. L&T Finance Limited sold 100.00 lakh shares of CG Power Ind. Sol, worth 13.53 crore rupees. VISTRAITCL India Limited sold 50.96 lakh shares of CG Power Ind. Sol, worth 6.74 crore rupees. KKR India Financial Services Limited sold 70.50 lakh shares of CG Power Industrial Solutions, worth 9.56 crore rupees. M Fin alias EPVT Ltd Investment AC sold 72.00 thousand shares of Dhanuka Realty worth 5 rupees and 40 paise lakh. M Securities Limited bought 72.00 thousand shares of Dhanuka Realty worth 5.40 lakh rupees. EARC Trust SC 30 sold 71.00 thousand shares of Electrotherm India worth 84.90 lakh rupees. PLUT US Wealth Management LLP bought 14.85 lakh shares of HeidelbergCement I worth 28.47 crore rupees. DANSKE Invest India Fund bought 30.75 lakh shares of India Grid Trust worth 30.45 crore rupees. Larsen & Toubro Limited bought 2.55 crore shares of India Grid Trust worth 250 crore rupees. Morgan Stanley Asia Singapore Private bought 38.17 lakh shares of India Grid Trust worth 37 rupees and 41 paise crore. Pragya Equities PVT Ltd bought 2.64 lakh shares of India Grid Trust worth 2.03 crore rupees. PROFITEX Shares in Securities Private Limited bought 13.78 lakh shares of India Grid Trust worth 13.11 crore rupees. Societe Generale bought 89.71 lakh shares of India Grid Trust worth 87.92 crore rupees. Sterlite Power Grid Ventures Limited sold 8.55 crore shares of India Grid Trust worth 837 rupees and 97 paise crore. Naveen Gupta bought 2.08 thousand shares of Ishaan Infrastructures and Shelters worth 26 rupees and 82 paise thousand. Seema Ramakant Parasrampuria sold 24.27 thousand shares of Ishaan Infrastructures and Shelters worth 3.86 lakh rupees. Amit Kaushal bought 2.16 lakh shares of JETKING INFOTRAIN worth 70.42 lakh rupees. Deepak Kanayalal Shah sold 4.16 lakh shares of JETKING INFOTRAIN worth 1.36 crore rupees. Trivikram BIGRA bought 2.00 lakh shares of JETKING INFOTRAIN worth 65.20 lakh rupees. AF Enterprises Limited bought 62.16 thousand shares of Kapil Raj Finance worth 4.26 lakh rupees. Bhamini Kamal Parekh sold 60.00 thousand shares of Kapil Raj Finance worth 4.11 lakh rupees. Adesh Ventures LLP sold 7.88 lakh shares of Man Industries worth 4.76 crore rupees. Komal Sharma sold 40.00 thousand shares of Megri Soft worth 5.25 lakh rupees. MOHNESH Kohli bought 45.00 thousand shares of Megri Soft worth 5.90 lakh rupees. Israeli Khan bought 24.00 thousand shares of PTC Industries worth 1.05 crore rupees. Monu Russell Mehta bought 4.50 lakh shares of PTC Industries worth 20.39 crore rupees. Pankaj Prasunan Huff bought 63.00 thousand shares of PTC Industries worth 2.86 crore rupees. PORING UV Veliath bought 27.00 thousand shares of PTC Industries worth 1.27 crore rupees. Pragati India Fund Limited sold 7.86 lakh shares of PTC Industries worth 35.66 crore rupees. Vikas Vijay Kumar Money bought 27.00 thousand shares of PTC Industries worth 1.44 crore rupees. Seema bought 2.59 thousand shares of RIBA Textiles worth 1.45 lakh rupees. Parth Mangal Das Shah bought 15.00 thousand shares of Rose Jewels worth 5.40 lakh rupees. EQUILINK Capital Management Services Limited bought 49.37 thousand shares of Roxy Exports worth 17.59 lakh rupees. Veena Ranjit sold 50.00 thousand shares of Roxy Exports worth 17.82 lakh rupees. SMC Real Estate Advisors Private Limited bought 11.32 thousand shares of Royal Orchid Hotels Limited worth 8.65 lakh rupees. TRISHASHNA Holdings and Investments Private Limited bought 3.95 lakh shares of Satin Creditcare RE worth 92.79 lakh rupees. The Mutual Fund Banking Sector Fund UT 163 sold 1.09 lakh shares of Satin Creditcare RE worth 28.28 lakh rupees. White DIAMAND Enterprises Private Limited sold 50.00 thousand shares of Titan BIOTECH worth 72.45 lakh rupees. Globe Capital Market Limited sold 69.00 thousand shares of Tarini International worth 2 rupees and 17 paise lakh. Pataliputra International Limited bought 72.00 thousand shares of Tarini International worth 2.27 lakh rupees. ARPITA Baheti bought 7.17 lakh shares of VANDANA worth 2.30 lakh rupees. MORRIS Trading Private Limited bought 1.04 lakh shares of Vision Corporation worth 84 rupees and 24 paise thousand.